Imagine a world without France, England, or Russia. Crazy, right? Well, it almost happened. In the 8th century, Europe was a different place. No massive armies or empires, just small kingdoms. But then came the Vikings. These fierce warriors from Scandinavia would sail to new lands, pillage their riches, and take their prisoners back home. They were unstoppable. And by the 9th century, every major port city in Europe had felt their wrath. But the Vikings didn't just raid and plunder. Some actually settled down and formed their own kingdoms. And this is where things get interesting. You see, the Viking settlements in France eventually became the Duchy of Normandy, which later conquered England and gave rise to the Kingdom of England. And in Russia, the Vikings established a state that lasted for 700 years. So even though the Viking Age brought terror to Europe, it also helped shape its political map. And that's not all. The Vikings had a rich culture, and their stories, known as sagas, became part of the oral tradition of Europe, influencing famous literary works like Hamlet and the Odyssey. So, let's recap. The Vikings were a powerful force who changed Europe forever. They established new kingdoms and influenced literature. But their reign of terror came to an end when two very unlikely heroes stepped up: Pope Urban II and a Byzantine emperor named Alexios Komnenos. Now, these guys had nothing in common except their hatred for the Vikings. The Pope wanted to spread Christianity throughout Europe, and the emperor wanted to protect his empire from outside invaders. So they formed an alliance, and in 1096 they launched a holy war against the Vikings. It was a massive undertaking with armies coming from all over Europe. And though there were some setbacks in the end, the coalition crushed the Viking resistance. After the war, Europe began to change. Kingdoms grew, trade routes stabilized, and life got better for most people. But not for the Vikings. Though the coalition had crushed their power, their legacy lived on in the new states of Europe. So remember the Vikings, the mighty warriors who almost changed history.